Thank you for choosing Bold SMS. We appreciate your support and for choosing to work with us. We don't take it for granted. So, let me walk you through how the Bold SMS platform works. With Bold, you can send SMS messages to anyone, anywhere in the world. No limits, no boundaries. I'll guide you through it step by step. And hey, if you have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can always contact us using the details provided here. Alright, let's get started. First up, you'll need to sign up. Just head over to boldsms.com and click on the Sign In or Sign Up for Free button. Hit Register, fill in your name, email, and confirm your email. After that, you'll get your login details sent straight to your inbox. Once you have those, go back to the site, click Sign In to log in. The first thing you'll see after logging in is your dashboard. Here's what the dashboard looks like. When you start sending messages, they'll first show up as pending. If you're not ready to send your messages right away, you can schedule them. They'll appear in the scheduled section, right here. Once your campaign starts running, the messages will move from scheduled to queued. After they're queued, the messages will either move to sent or delivered. So, what's the difference? If someone's phone is off, the SMS is marked as sent but not delivered. Once they turn their phone on, the message is finally marked as delivered. That's the key difference between the two. Failed usually happens when the phone number doesn't exist or is invalid. In that case, the message won't go through and will be marked as failed. If you're running a campaign and decide to cancel it, the messages will be moved to canceled. As for received, these are the replies you get from people in response to your initial messages. Then there's USSD, like when you dial something like *200#. When you initiate a USSD code from the Bold SMS platform, it first shows up as pending. Once it's sent, it moves to sent. The subscription section displays your available credits and the number of days left until they expire. Next up, let's check out the profile section. Here's where you can update your password to your preference. Down here, you can set or change your name, pick your time zone, and choose your preferred language. In the Messages section under Profile, you can set the delay time between messages. This is the interval between when one message is sent and the next one goes out. For example, you can choose to have a 90 to 120 second gap between messages or set a custom range. The system will randomly pick a delay within your chosen range. Just a heads up, it's best not to set a very short delay, like 1 second, as it might risk having your SIM card banned. We also have a feature called Sleep Time. If you're running a campaign and don't want to send messages at night, you can set the platform to take a break between, say, 6:30 p.m. and 7 a.m. During this period, no messages will be sent. Another feature is the option to request a delivery report for each message. If you don't check this option, you won't see the messages in the Delivered section of the dashboard. So, if you want to track whether your messages are delivered or not, make sure to tick this box. There are also two features you can toggle: Send Next Message only after current is processed by network operator, and Auto Retry Failed Messages. I wouldn't recommend enabling these. If one number doesn't exist, for example, the system could get stuck trying to send that message before moving on to the next one. So, it's best to leave these options unchecked. Another thing to check out is the Devices section. When you sign up for Bold SMS, the first step is to connect your Android devices. This platform only works with Android phones, and SMS messages are sent from your phone and SIM card. So, make sure you have an Android phone with a SIM card or an eSIM. If you're using an eSIM, your phone needs to support it. To connect your devices, start by visiting boldsms.com on your Android phone. Log in with your existing credentials. A pop-up will appear, asking you to download the Bold SMS Gateway app. Just hit Download to get the app installed on your phone. You can now sign into your device by scanning QR code on the modal, and boom, your device is connected. So that is how you connect with the devices. It is that simple. Next up is the blacklist feature. If someone replies with "stop," they'll automatically be added to the blacklist, meaning you won't be able to send them any more messages. You can also manually add numbers to the blacklist to ensure those people won't receive any messages when you run your campaign. That's the gist of how the blacklist works. Another feature to check out is the template section, where you set up the campaign messages you'll be sending out. A really useful tool here is Spintax, which I highly recommend using. Spintax lets you create variations of your message, like starting with hi, hello, or hey. The more variations, the better. For example, you can mix up phrases like, are you looking for? And similar alternatives. That's the rundown on Spintax. Another feature to explore is the contacts section. This is where you add your contacts. Start by giving your contact list a name, then hit create. After that, you can either add contacts manually or import them from an Excel sheet. There's even a sample Excel sheet you can download to see the format for adding contacts. Once you've added your contacts, you're ready to send your campaign. Under the Send a Message to Contacts List section, you can select your campaign list and choose your preferred device. Keep in mind, you can have multiple devices, and each device can even support multiple SIM cards. If you're using SMS, you can manage multiple SIMs here as well. You also have the option to schedule your campaign if you're not sending it right away. But if you're sending it immediately, you can skip that part. If you're managing multiple campaigns, you can prioritize one by selecting Yes under the Prioritize option. This means the current campaign will take precedence over any others you're running. Also, you can choose the SMS type, either SMS or MMS. Next, you can select the template you created earlier, or you can type out your message directly. When you're ready, just hit send. You also have the option to include an unsubscribe link in your messages. Depending on the type of campaign you're running, you might want to add this link. However, sometimes you might skip it to keep the message more natural and to avoid making it too long. That's all for that section, so let's move on to the Messages section. Here, you can delete messages by selecting either all your devices, specific messages, or a particular number if you're searching for something specific. You can filter by status or message type, and then take actions like exporting, resending, or removing messages. If you want to delete messages in bulk, you can select a date range, like from that time until today. Choose all statuses, and then hit select followed by remove. The platform lets you delete messages in batches of 5,000, so if you have a large number to delete, there's a limit on how many you can select at once. If you need to delete an extensive list of messages, it's best to reach out for help using the provided contact information. The next feature is the sender. It's similar to what we've covered before, but this one is handy if you have phone numbers in a continuous list and want to add them directly. For example, you can type a number, add a comma, then type the next number, and so on. This is a good option if you're not using Excel to manage your contacts. Once you've added the numbers, you're ready to hit send. We also have an option for sending multiple messages, which is perfect if you need different messages for each recipient. You can manage this using an Excel file. Download a sample Excel file to see how to format it. This setup lets you pull details like names and unique messages from your sheet for each contact. That covers the sender feature. Next up is USSD, which is pretty straightforward, so not much to dive into there. The autoresponder, on the other hand, is crucial if you want automatic responses to specific replies. For example, if someone replies with yes, you can set up the system to respond automatically. You can configure responses for different variations of replies based on your campaign needs. This way, the system will trigger and send the appropriate response whenever a specific keyword or variation is detected. Next is the API feature. If you want to use this system in a different setup or integrate it with other applications, you can get your API key here. This allows you to run your campaigns in various environments beyond the default setup. Finally, you can choose from different subscription packages: monthly, yearly, or lifetime. I recommend going for the lifetime plan because it offers the best value. Instead of paying $39 every year, you make a one-time payment and get access for life. You can pay using a card, PayPal, or if you prefer crypto, you can reach out through the provided contacts for assistance. If you run into any issues or need help, don't hesitate to contact us through the same channels. Thank you, and it's goodbye for now.